Good morning, students. Here we come up with the next stage of embryology, development of notochord. A very, very important short note. So we go through various stages in the development of notochord. Now here, after the development of primitive streak, we directly influence the notochord. So that means primitive streak will act as primary organizer for the development of notochord, and it will follow various subsequent interesting stages. We will follow the line diagrams. So therefore, here we draw the first diagram in the form of first the amniotic cavity. This will be a huge diagram, and this is the amniotic cavity, and here what we show will be the neural plate. This is the elevation for neural plate, and this will be the elevation for primitive streak, and then it will continue in this manner. So therefore, elevation for neural plate and elevation for primitive streak. Now this entire diagram, the line diagram, will be, we are looking at this line diagram from the parasagittal section. So almost sagittal or parasagittal view. And now we will draw the yolk sac. So the yolk sac, note down where it is continuous. It will be continuous with ectoderm at this level, and then it will pass lower down. Of course, it will form this entire yolk sac. Over here, this is the region of precaudal plate, where both of them are continuous. Then we show that we leave this space for the neural tube, and here also we leave the space for primitive streak. Now behind the primitive streak, once again these two layers will be continuous, ectoderm and endoderm. There is no space here also, just behind the primitive streak. And then what we do is we show a prolongation. This is a tail-like prolongation of the yolk sac from its dorsal and caudal ends of the yolk sac, and then we complete this entire lining. This is the diagram, very simple. And here what will finish is, surrounding this extension we draw green color, and this green color, what does it suggest? It suggests the extra embryonic mesoderm. If you recollect the previous stages, what we have shown, this extra embryonic mesoderm which is present in the caudal end of the germ disc. From this extra embryonic mesoderm there will be development of connecting stalk. So therefore this extra embryonic mesoderm is nothing but connecting stalk. So therefore here we will write down, we start marking connecting stalk. Very simple. So now we got a fair amount of idea. This is the cranial end, that is cephalic end, and this is the caudal end and the tail end. Now here I will write down amniotic cavity, and here this will be known as yolk sac. Very simple, do not complicate. During the development of notochord, various stages are there, very interesting, and very short stages are there. Now here, what we need to show will be, before we start with stage 1, we will here draw the medullary plate, or it is called neural plate. Remember, during the development of primitive streak, we have seen surface ectoderm, neuroectoderm, and the pluripotent ectodermal cells which will form primitive streak. So out of these three varieties of ectoderm, this one is neural plate. So this is where we show it is known as neural plate. Please draw it. This neural plate is also called medullary plate, from which the entire central nervous system will develop. So therefore, this structure I will write here itself. This is neural plate. That is ectoderm, part of ectoderm, which will later on develop into central nervous system. Then we come across here. We show here the primitive streak. Now here, this is how we show the primitive streak. Slightly we'll put some color inside. This is where we show that the primitive streak is located caudal to the neural plate. And here, this lining is the endoderm. Here this lining is the ectoderm, and after after this completion, what we will show is the first stage of development of notochord. In the first stage of development of notochord, first I will mark this as primitive streak. There will be, now please go on marking these stages or note down the stages. In the first stage of development of notochord, there will be proliferation of cells of the syphilic end of primitive streak. Which is the syphilic end of primitive streak? Which is the caudal end of primitive streak? So cells of the syphilic end of primitive streak will proliferate and they will form or they will develop into a mass of cells which are called Hansen's node, or it is called primitive node. So here, if I just show here, this will be known as Hansen's node or it will be known as primitive node. So please mark this stage as Hansen's node or primitive node. Please mark this stage. So therefore, there will be in the syphilic portion of primitive streak, there will be collection of proliferation of certain cells of primitive streak. Those cells are known as Hansen's node or primitive node. This is first stage. So I will mark here. This is the first stage in development of notochord. Very simple. Now second stage, same diagram. In the second stage, there will be development of primitive pit, where within the primitive node or within the Hansen's node. So therefore, with the help of duster, I will show that there will be development of this primitive pit, and I will show with green color. So this is what the primitive pit will develop, and I will put an arrow here. This is primitive pit. So just blastopore, it resembles blastopores in the lower animals. So there will be a formation of primitive pit, an opening in the primitive node or Hansen's node. This is stage 2 of the development. So here I will show this as primitive pit. And what should I name this stage? As this stage I will name it as stage number 2. Development of primitive pit within the Hansen's node. Very simple. Third stage. In the third stage, there will be, since the primitive node consists of proliferation of cells, so there will be a lot of cells which are surrounding the primitive pit. And these cells will proliferate in such a way that they will start migrating. Where will they start migrating? Now here, this sentence is very important. As these cells, proliferated cells will start migrating, they will migrate in the central midline axis only. So if you consider this as sagittal section across the midline, that means these cells will migrate in the central midline axis towards syphilic end. This is the syphilic end of embryo. So they will migrate towards the syphilic end of the embryo. In between, what is this? Neural plate. And what is this? Endoderm. So in between neural plate and endoderm, in the central midline axis towards the syphilic side of embryo, these cells will migrate. Now these cells, they are called cord of cells. And these cord of cells will contain, what does it contain? What will it contain? Central primitive pit. That means along with these cells, the primitive pit will also extend. So the cord of cells along with primitive pit will extend from here in the central midline axis between neural plate and endoderm towards the syphilic end of embryo. Note down this sentence. Very simple. So therefore, that is what I am going to draw. So therefore now, if I draw, I will draw it like this. So this is what the extension of the cellular cord will take place. See here. It is extending, and therefore now this primitive pit has extended and it is surrounded by this green color. That green color resembles the cord of cells, and these cord of cells centrally it contains the cavity. And therefore now, since this cord of cells containing the primitive pit has extended, this entire process will be known as canalized process, or it is called notochordal process. stage number 3. So please note down, this is very important. So here we will mention, I think I will mention here, we have, okay, I will mention here, this will be stage number 3, and that is development of notochordal process, or it is also known as canalized process. Either it is called notochordal process or canalized process, very simple. So this proliferated cells along with the cavity inside has extended in the central portion. Remember, this is the midline axis, central midline axis, in between neural plate above and endoderm below, towards cephalic end. And therefore this is the third stage in the development, which is known as notochordal process. Now fourth stage. See how simple these stages are. Now fourth stage. This process will extend till the caudal end of precaudal plate. What is this structure? This entire structure is called precaudal plate. And our notochordal process will extend only till this level. Which level? The caudal end of precaudal plate. This is the caudal end and this is the cranial end of precaudal plate. So till the lower end or caudal end of precaudal plate only it will extend our notochordal process or canalized process. Fourth stage, very interesting. There will be the fusion of cells of endoderm and the cells which are lining the floor of notochordal canal. So please note down, in the fourth stage there will be fusion of cells of endoderm and the cells lining the floor of notochordal canal. That is the fourth stage. And here, just for your reference, I am going to write down this is the fourth stage where fusion between the endodermal cells as well as the lower part of notochordal canal cells will take place. This is the fourth stage. Fifth stage. In the fifth stage, note down, please note down, in the fifth stage, after the fusion, what will happen? They will disappear. Both this lining of cells will disappear. So how do you resemble that diagram? Now you have to draw another diagram. I am not drawing the entire diagram, it will save our time. So you have to draw another diagram. So the next diagram will be, when you complete this diagram, what will be the next diagram? The feature will be, you have to show that these two layers, the endodermal layer and the lower part of notochord, they will disappear because of fusion. After the fusion of the lower part of notochordal canal and the endoderm, both the layers will disappear. So see here what is left. There is simply, there will be only the upper layer of notochord. There will be only upper layer of notochord and the yolk sac. So therefore disappearance. So in the stage number 5, here I will write down, there will be disappearance of both the layers. Which both the layers? Endoderm and floor of notochordal canal. These two layers which had fused earlier in stage 4, these two layers will disappear. Disappearance of endoderm and floor of notochordal canal. So that is the diagram, second diagram. This is our diagram number 2. Please draw this diagram. Diagram number 2. They have disappeared. So now development of very interesting stage has taken place at this stage. What has happened is, now the entire notochordal canal is communicating inferiorly with that of which cavity? Yolk sac. And the same notochordal canal will communicate superiorly with which cavity? Amniotic cavity, through this primitive pit, or in certain species it is called blastopore opening, primitive pit. So therefore from here, if I pass this arrow, it is communicating with the amniotic cavity. So therefore at this stage there is development of one important canal which is called neurenteric canal, and this neurenteric canal will communicate yolk sac through notochordal canal, through primitive pit into cephalic, that is not cephalic but superiorly amniotic cavity. Since amniotic cavity is superiorly and yolk sac is inferiorly, So therefore, at this stage, through neurenteric canal, the entire yolk sac will communicate with amniotic cavity, a very interesting stage. Through which canal? Neurenteric canal. So here I am going to write down in stage 6. At this stage, there is development of neurenteric canal. Spelling you should write it, note it correctly. Neurenteric, neurenteric canal. Sometimes you are asked in Viva or 1 mark question answer, what is neurenteric canal? Neurenteric canal is a stage in development of notochord when the entire neurenteric canal will communicate yolk sac below with the amniotic cavity above. So it is simply a stage in development of notochord, and that stage is known as neurenteric canal because this is the neurenteric canal that has developed. Now what will happen? Now reverse changes will take place. And what are reverse changes? So stage number 7. Note down, what you need to write down is, there will be the intercalation of notochordal, since this is the upper layer of the notochordal process. So there will be intercalation of this notochordal process, as a result of which there will be development of neural plate. And this neural plate will develop where? Just above the yolk sac. And as the neural plate will develop, now here you have to note down in this stage, development of neural plate. And how this neural plate develops? It is simply because of the presence of this upper layer of notochordal process. So what you need to write down is, due to intercalation of the notochordal process. Now here, since this notochordal process has invaginated, also you can note down, instead of intercalation, due to invagination of notochordal process, you may also note down this way. Instead of intercalation, you can mention, because of invagination of this notochordal process, it will lead to development of notochordal plate. Then what will happen? Now this notochordal plate will fold on itself. It is very important, folding. So what will happen to notochordal plate? There will be folding of notochordal plate of cells. And this folding will take place in linear direction only. So because of folding of notochordal plate of cells, now what will happen? It will gradually separate, escalate from the endoderm. There will be a development of regrowth of the endodermal layer which has disappeared. From which part? From the roof of yolk sac. So therefore, now this notochordal plate of cells will fold in the linear direction, and they will gradually separate or escalate from the roof of yolk sac, which is now having a regrowth of the endoderm. So the endoderm layer has completed itself, and the notochordal plate has folded itself. And therefore, the last diagram, the third and the last diagram, remember this is diagram number 2. Now the third and the last diagram, please draw the entire diagram. And now the notochordal plate, it has folded on itself, and we are going to show that. That is the last stage. This is the last stage now. So therefore, what we'll do is, we will close down this. Very simple. After this endodermal line complete notochord. Before that, we show here primitive streak. Now it is complete. The entire primitive streak is complete. It will close down the blastopore. This is the third diagram. Please draw this diagram, and we are going to show the notochordal plate. See how the notochordal plate is present. Now this is the notochordal plate. Very simple. Endoderm is complete. And therefore, now since this is the third and the last diagram, draw this as the third diagram, and we are going to mark this as, please write down over here, definitive notochord. This is the last stage. Please note down. This is definitive notochord. Now here, we come over here. So therefore, stage number 9 definitive notochord. Now what you need to write down? Previous sentence was folding of notochordal plate. As this folding of notochordal plate is complete, there will be the complete development of endoderm on the roof of yolk sac. So the endoderm on the roof of yolk sac will complete. Therefore, this notochordal plate will now develop into a solid rod of cells, and that solid rod of cells will be known as definitive notochord. So therefore, this notochordal plate will now be converted into a solid rod of cells, please note down, and that will be known as the definitive notochord. Therefore, this is the last stage. And where do we see the notochord? The entire notochord has developed with all these stages. After passing through all the important stages, in between cranial end of primitive streak till caudal end of precaudal plate. This sentence is very important. So our entire now definitive notochord lies in the central midline axis. Please note down, in the central midline axis of the embryo, in between cephalic part of the primitive streak till caudal end of precaudal plate. This completes the development of notochord. Now here, another few important points which you need to understand will be after the development of notochord is the first point. Now here we'll go very fast, and these are important points. Now there will be, before this stage of development of notochord, we have already seen there is development of gastrulation, in which there is development of intraembryonic mesoderm. So during gastrulation, I had discussed with you the intraembryonic mesoderm will pass everywhere, in all the directions, between above ectoderm and below endoderm. So it is called the secondary mesoderm or intraembryonic mesoderm. That is about gastrulation I am specifying. Now this intraembryonic mesoderm, which is passing everywhere between ectoderm and endoderm in all the directions, it will not pass. Where it will not pass? Number one, in the cephalic region, in the region of precaudal plate. So in the region of precaudal plate, the mesoderm will not pass between ectoderm and endoderm. So what will happen? We can see very clearly here that ectoderm and endoderm are opposed to each other. Ectoderm and endoderm, they are opposed to each other. Where? In the region of precaudal plate. And therefore, this ectoderm and endoderm, this is ectoderm and this is endoderm, because the intraembryonic mesoderm will not pass here, this will form buccopharyngeal membrane. So this is how the buccopharyngeal membrane will develop at this stage, because of non-passing of intraembryonic mesoderm in between ectoderm and endoderm, where? In the region of precaudal plate. So precaudal plate will now be converted into buccopharyngeal membrane with only two germ layers. Which two germ layers? Ectoderm and endoderm. Second point, same way, if you come on the caudal side, same way, the intraembryonic mesoderm will not pass in the region behind the primitive streak, or in the region caudal to primitive streak, this region. Here also intraembryonic mesoderm will not pass in between ectoderm and endoderm. So therefore we are left with ectoderm and endoderm. We are left with this ectoderm opposed with this endoderm in the region caudal to primitive streak. And therefore here this region is known as cloaca, and a membrane that is formed here, this membrane will be known as cloacal membrane. Just like buccopharyngeal membrane in the precaudal plate, here this is cloacal membrane. Cloacal membrane also contains ectoderm and endoderm. Next important point, this is the prolongation. Now here we have shown this prolongation from the dorsicaudal end of the yolk sac. This prolongation at this stage which has developed, it will extend in the connecting stalk, is known as, this is a very important stage, it is known as allantoic diverticulum, or the other name of allantoic diverticulum is allantoenteric diverticulum, or simply it is known as allantois. It will be known as allantois, or it is called allantoenteric diverticulum, or simply it is called allantoic diverticulum. Now this diverticulum is very important in certain vertebrates where it will serve as the storage of excretory products of urinary system in certain vertebrates. But in human beings, it will serve as a vascular center. It will provide vascularity to the chorionic villi. It will provide vascularity to chorionic villi during various subsequent stages in the development of placenta. So that is allantoid diverticulum. And the last point. Now this entire notochord will develop on 17th or 18th day of the embryo. Please note down, the entire notochordal process, the entire notochord will develop on 17th or 18th day of development. Now, during this stage, there will be influence of teratogens. And these teratogens will produce, if they are affecting the development of the fetus, they will affect this development of fetus during particularly these days, between 15 to 19 days of the development of embryo, when primitive streak, gastrulation and notochord development are taking place. So this is an important point which you need to keep in mind, that teratogens, whenever they attack the fetus, whenever they produce malformations in fetus, they usually attack the fetus during which stage? During the 15th day to 19th day, during which important developmental stages are taking place. What are those important developmental stages? Primitive streak, gastrulation and notochord. And when is the development of notochord? Development of notochord is during 17th to 18th day of embryonic stage. And now, please note down, these are the changes which we are observing in the 3rd week. Now we come to the end of the 3rd week in the embryoblast. So these are the changes in the embryoblast in the 3rd week. At the end of 3rd week, what will take place? At the end of 3rd week, and by approximately 26th day, the entire primitive streak will disappear. So primitive streak now has developed into so many, it has differentiated into so many structures, and its role is over. So at the end of 3rd week, approximately 26th day, the primitive streak will disappear. Please note down. And during these stages, what we have observed will be the cephalic end of the embryo will be broader and the caudal end of the embryo will be narrower. Because the primitive streak we have seen during the process of gastrulation, it will keep on proliferating into various cells, and those cells will migrate always in cephalic direction. They keep on migrating in the cephalic direction, as a result of which, if you take the entire embryo, then the cephalic side of embryo will be broader than the caudal end of the embryo. So here we finish the development of notochord. Thank you very much.